Picture this. You're standing in the midst of life's chaos. Work piling up, the world screaming for your attention, your own mind wrestling with doubts. And yet there's a woman who suddenly pauses, looks at you, and lets slip a phrase that cuts through it all. It's subtle. It's raw. It's a signal, quiet but undeniable, that something's shifting inside her. She's not just talking, she's revealing. And if you're paying attention, those words are a map to her heart, a sign that feelings are taking root. Welcome to a journey grounded in Stoic wisdom, where we decode the 7 things a woman says when she's falling for you, not because she's playing a game, but because she can't help herself. This isn't some shallow pickup trick or a cheap gimmick to stroke your ego. No, this is about understanding the human soul through the lens of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, men who faced empires, wars, and their own demons with unshakable clarity. Today, we're turning that clarity on her words, peeling back the layers to see what they mean, why they matter, and how you, a man striving to master himself, can respond with strength, not desperation. Imagine the Roman Stoics sitting around a fire, dissecting the chaos of human connection, teaching us that true power lies not in chasing her affection, but in recognizing it, holding it, and standing firm in your own worth. That's what this video is about, empowering you to spot those signs, to know when she's drawn to you, and to carry yourself like a man who doesn't need her validation, but welcomes her admiration. We're diving into 7 chapters, each one a phrase she'll say when her guard drops and her feelings rise. Each one a chance for you to see through the noise, to sharpen your mind, and to grow into the kind of man others can't ignore. By the end, you'll not only hear her differently, you'll see yourself differently. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing, stick with me. Hit that subscribe button right now. This isn't just a video, it's a call to rise. Like it, share it with the men in your life who need this wisdom. Let's build a tribe of brothers who live with purpose, who see the signs, and who walk the Stoic path. Here we go. Let's kick this off with something heavy, something that lands like a stone in still water. I've never told anyone this before. When a woman says this, it's not just a sentence, it's a confession, a crack in the armor she wears every day. Picture the scene. You're sitting somewhere quiet, maybe over coffee, maybe late at night after the crowd's thinned out. The air feels thick, the conversation's gone deeper than usual, and then she says it. Her voice might waver, her eyes might drop for a second before meeting yours again. This isn't small talk. This is her handing you a piece of herself she's kept locked away, maybe a secret from her past, a fear she's buried, a dream she's too scared to chase. Why does she say it to you? Because she's starting to feel something real, something that makes her trust you with the parts of her she hides from the world. Stoicism teaches us to value what's rare, to see the weight in what others overlook. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look within. Let neither the peculiar quality of anything nor its value escape you." This is that moment. She's not saying this to her best friend, her sister, or the guy she flirts with at the bar. She's saying it to you. That's a signal, brother. She's testing the waters, seeing if you're a man who can hold space for her truth without flinching. Let's unpack this. Most men hear a line like that and fumble. They either rush to fix it, "Oh, don't worry, that's not a big deal," or they overshare to match her, "Yeah, I've got a story like that too." Both miss the point. When she says, "I've never told anyone this before," she's not asking for a solution or a competition. She's asking you to listen, to stand steady, to prove you're different. Think of Seneca here. He said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." Life is messy, and she's showing you her mess. Your job isn't to clean it up. It's to meet it with the calm of a man who's faced his own storms. Picture this. She tells you about a time she failed. Maybe she lost a job she loved, or a parent she couldn't save. Her voice cracks as she says, "I've never told anyone this before." The average guy panics, tries to cheer her up. "Hey, it's all good now." You lean in just a touch, hold her gaze, and say, "That took guts to carry alone." Slow, deliberate, no rush. You're not fixing her, you're honoring her. That stoic strength, seeing her vulnerability and reflecting it back with dignity, not desperation. Why does this mean she's developing feelings? Because trust is the root of connection. She's not spilling this to a stranger or a fling. She's choosing you because something in you feels solid, safe, worthy. Let's go deeper. This isn't just about what she says. It's about why she's saying it now. Maybe you've been around her a few times. Maybe you've already shown you're not the guy who talks over her or begs for her attention. She's noticed. Women are sharp. They pick up on consistency, on quiet power. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." You've been doing that, living with purpose, not performativity, and she's responding. Her confession is her way of stepping closer, of testing if you'll crumble under her weight or stand taller. So how do you handle it? Don't overreact. Don't gush, "Wow, I'm so honored." That's needy. Don't pry, "Tell me more." That's pushy. Just listen. Nod. Let a beat pass. Silence is your ally here. Then if it fits, say something real, "I get why you kept that close." It's simple, it's grounded. It's you meeting her halfway without losing yourself. Practice this. Next time someone shares something heavy, resist the urge to fill the air. Count to 3 in your head, then respond with one line that shows you heard them. That's the Stoic way: less noise, more impact. When she says, "I've never told anyone this before," she's not just sharing a secret, she's sharing her trust. That's the first sign her feelings are waking up. Now let's move to something softer, but no less powerful. "I feel safe around you." This one hits different. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, but it carries a weight that can shake you if you're listening. Imagine you're with her, maybe walking home after a night out, maybe sitting on a couch as the conversation drifts late into the evening. She's relaxed, her guard's down, and out of nowhere she says it, "I feel safe around you." It might be a whisper, it might come with a shy smile, but it's there. This isn't a casual compliment like "you're funny" or "you're smart." This is her soul speaking. Safety isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, primal. When a woman says this, she's telling you she's letting go of the walls she's built, that your presence is a harbor in a world that's often a storm. Stoicism gives us the lens to see this clearly. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You've been mastering yourself, your calm, your focus, your refusal to bend under pressure, and she's feeling it. This isn't about muscles or bravado. It's about the quiet certainty you carry, the kind that says, "I've got this," even when the world's falling apart. Let's break it down. Picture this. You're at a bar, some drunk guys getting loud, bumping into people. Most men puff up, start a fight, or shrink away. You step between her and the chaos, not with fists, but with a steady look and a firm "let's move." Later she says, "I feel safe around you." She's not praising your heroics, she's praising your composure. That's the Stoic edge. You don't react, you respond. And she's drawn to it, because safety is rare in a world of noise and posturing. Why does this signal feelings? Because safety is the foundation of vulnerability. She's not saying this to her coworkers or her casual friends. She's saying it to you, because you've become a space where she can breathe, where she doesn't have to perform or protect herself. Think of Seneca's words. There is no enjoying the possession of anything valuable unless one has someone to share it with. She's sharing her ease with you, and that's no small thing. Let's go deeper. This phrase often comes after time. Maybe you've been around her enough for her to see you're not the guy who flips out over small stuff, who chases validation, or who crumbles when challenged. Maybe you've listened when she rambled, stayed steady when she vented, or just sat there in silence without needing to fill it. She's noticed. Women pick up on patterns. They feel your energy before they analyze it. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." You've been doing that, controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't, and it's radiating. Her saying, "I feel safe around you," is her admitting she's starting to lean into that strength, to trust it, to want it closer. How do you respond? Not with ego, good, I'm glad I'm your bodyguard. That's weak. Not with dismissal, oh, it's nothing. That's insecure. Try this, look at her, nod, and say, good. You should. Calm, direct, owning it without overdoing it. You're not fishing for more, you're acknowledging her trust and reinforcing it. Practice this. Next time someone leans on you, don't rush to reassure them. Just be there, solid, and let them feel it. That's Stoic power, less words, more presence. When she says, I feel safe around you, she's signaling her heart's opening, because safety is where feelings grow. Here's where it gets playful, but don't be fooled, it's loaded. Do you think about me? This one's a curveball, and it usually comes out of the blue. Maybe you're texting late at night, or she tosses it into a casual chat with a sly grin. So, do you think about me when I'm not around? It's light on the surface, flirty even, but underneath, it's a litmus test. She's not just fishing for a compliment, she's probing your mind, wondering if she's taken root there like you have in hers. When a woman asks this, her feelings are stirring. She's starting to care where she stands with you, and that's a crack in her armor she can't hide. Stoicism gives us the tools to handle this with grace. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." She's asking about your thoughts because hers are already shifting, colored by you. This isn't a game to her, even if she plays it off as one. It's a sign she's invested, that she's hoping you're not just another guy who forgets her the second she's out of sight. Let's set the scene. You're hanging out, maybe after a long day. She's been quieter than usual, then she looks at you, half teasing, half serious, and says, "Do you think about me?" Most guys stumble here. The needy one gushes, "All the time, you're always on my mind." The aloof one shrugs, sometimes." Both miss the mark. You? You pause, smirk, and say, "When you give me something worth thinking about, yeah." It's playful, it's confident, it keeps her guessing, and it shows you're not desperate to please. That's Stoic discipline. You don't spill your soul, but you don't shut her down. You hold the frame. Why does this mean she's falling? Because she wouldn't ask if she didn't care. Think about it. She's not asking her barista or her gym buddy this. She's asking you because you've sparked something. Maybe it's your calm, your edge, the way you don't chase her every word. Epictetus said, "We are disturbed not by events, but by the views which we take of them." She's disturbed, not in a bad way, but in a restless one, wondering if she's on your radar. That's feelings brewing. Let's dig deeper. This question often comes after a moment of connection. Maybe you made her laugh harder than usual, or you stood up for something she admired. She's replaying it, and now she wants to know if you are too. Don't overthink your answer. Keep it real, keep it you. Say she asks it over text, "Do you think about me?" Don't rush back with a novel. Wait a beat, then hit her with, "Enough to keep me curious." Short, sharp, stoic. You're not handing her your heart, you're tossing her a thread to pull. Practice this. Next time someone asks you something personal, don't overshare. Give them a taste, not the whole meal. When she says, "Do you think about me?" she's showing her hand, her feelings are creeping in, and she's hoping you're in the game too. Now we're getting into territory that's subtle but revealing. What would you do if you were me? This isn't just a question, it's a bridge. She's asking you to step into her world, to see through her eyes, and that's not something she throws at just anyone. Picture this, you're with her, maybe over a drink, maybe on a walk. She's wrestling with something, a tough call at work, a fight with a friend, and she turns to you, voice low, and says, "What would you do if you were me?" It's not a casual, "What's your advice?" It's deeper. She's inviting you in, leaning on your judgment, trusting your perspective. When a woman says this, her feelings are taking hold. She's starting to see you as a pillar, a man whose mind she respects. Stoicism shines here. Seneca wrote, "No man was ever wise by chance." You've been living with intention, thinking with clarity, and she's noticed. This question is her way of saying, I value how you see the world, help me see it too. Let's break it down. Say she's stressed, her boss is writing her, deadlines are piling up. She sighs, I don't know how to handle this. What would you do if you were me? The average guy jumps to fix it, oh, just tell him off. Or deflects, you'll figure it out. You take a breath, look at her, and say, I'd step back, figure out what I can control, and let the rest burn itself out. Measured, thoughtful, grounded. You're not solving her problem. You're showing her your process, your strength. That's Stoic wisdom. Focus on what's yours, release what's not. Why does this signal feelings? Because she's not asking her girlfriend or her dad, she's asking you. She's drawn to your calm, your logic, the way you cut through the noise. Marcus Aurelius said, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. She's betting on your truth, your rightness, and that's a sign you're more than a passing thought to her. Let's go deeper. This often comes after she's seen you handle your own chaos. Maybe you shrugged off a setback she'd have lost sleep over. She's intrigued. She wants to borrow your lens, because it feels steady when hers is shaking. How do you respond? Don't preach, here's what you should do. Don't dodge, I don't know, it's your life. Say, if I were you, I'd pick my battles and save my energy for what lasts. It's real, it's you, it's Stoic. Practice this. Next time someone asks for advice, give them a principle, not a playbook. When she says, what would you do if you were me? She's reaching for your mind, and that's her heart following close behind. Here's one that's short but cuts deep, you're different. It might slip out casually, over a laugh, during a quiet moment, but don't let its simplicity fool you. When a woman says this, she's drawing a line between you and every other man she's known, and that line is drawn in feelings. Imagine this, you're with her, maybe joking about something mundane, maybe just existing in her space. She tilts her head, studies you for a second, and says, you're different. There's a spark in her eye, a curiosity she can't hide. This isn't flattery, it's recognition. She's seeing something in you that stands out, something that's pulling her closer. Stoicism gives us the why. Epictetus said, you become what you give your attention to. You've been giving your attention to yourself, to your discipline, your purpose, your peace, and it's showing. She's not saying you're different because you're loud or flashy. She's saying it because you're solid, steady, rare. Let's paint the picture. Say you're at a party, everyone's chasing the spotlight, guys flexing, girls posing. You're off to the side, sipping your drink, watching it unfold with a quiet smirk. She joins you, says, you're different. Most men would preen, oh how so? Or deflect, nah, I'm just me. You meet her gaze and say, good. Same's boring. Short, sharp, owning it. That's Stoic confidence. You don't need her to explain it, but you don't dismiss it either. Why does this mean feelings? Because different isn't a throwaway word, it's a comparison. She's stacking you against the crowd, and you're winning. Maybe it's your calm when others panic, your silence when others ramble, your refusal to chase when others beg. She's feeling that pull, that intrigue, and it's starting to shape how she sees you. Let's dig in. This often comes after she's watched you. Maybe you handled a tense moment with grace, or you didn't flinch when she tested you. She's drawn to that difference, because it's rare in a world of sameness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. You've been being one, and she's clocking it. How do you respond? Don't fish, what do you mean? Don't shrug, whatever. Try, I hope so. Difference the goal. It's light, it's real, it's you. Practice this. Next time someone calls you out, own it without over-explaining. When she says, you're different, she's admitting you're under her skin, and that's feelings taking hold. Now we're at a classic that's easy to misread, I'm not like other girls. She might say it with a laugh, a roll of her eyes, or a quiet intensity. I'm not like other girls, you know. It's tempting to brush it off as cliché, but don't. When a woman says this to you, it's not just banter, it's a bid. She's raising her flag, trying to stand out in your eyes like you've stood out in hers. This is her saying, see me. I'm special. I'm worth your attention. And that only comes when feelings are bubbling up. Stoicism helps us see through the noise. Seneca wrote, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." She's scared of blending into the crowd, scared you won't notice what she's offering. This phrase is her way of fighting that fear, of marking herself as unique for you. Let's set the scene. You're talking, maybe about past relationships or something random like dating apps. She leans in, says, "I'm not like other girls." The average guy laughs it off, "Sure, whatever," or panders, "Oh, totally." You tilt your head, give her a half smile, and say, "Prove it." Calm, curious, challenging. You're not dismissing her, you're inviting her to show you, not just tell you. That's Stoic strength. You don't buy the claim cheap, but you don't shut it down either. Why does this signal feelings? Because she's positioning herself. She's not saying this to her boss or her brother. She's saying it to you, because she wants you to see her as more than a face in the lineup. Maybe she's noticed you don't chase, don't grovel, don't fall for the usual games. She's stepping up, trying to match your difference with hers. Let's go deeper. This often comes after she's felt your edge. Maybe you teased her when others fawned, or stayed steady when others folded. She's drawn to that, and now she's claiming her own ground. Epictetus said, "Circumstances don't make the man, they reveal him." She's revealing herself, betting you'll see it. How do you handle it? Don't mock, "Oh, every girl says that." Don't gush, "You're so unique." Say, "I'll believe it when I see it." It's light, it's real, it keeps the ball in her court. Practice this. Next time someone tries to sell themselves, push them to back it up. When she says, "I'm not like other girls," she's showing her hand. Feelings are driving her to stand out for you. Finally, we land on the one that says it all, "I just want to be around you." This is the crescendo, the moment her feelings break through the surface. It might come soft, "I don't know, I just want to be around you," or bold, "I just want to be here with you." Either way, it's unguarded, unfiltered, and undeniable. Picture this, you're with her, maybe after a long day, maybe just chilling somewhere simple. She's been quieter, watching you more, and then she says it. No games, no pretense. Just her admitting your presence pulls her in. This is Stoic gold. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Her thoughts are on you now, and she's happy there. That's not casual, that's connection. Let's break it down. Say you're fixing something, your car, a drink, whatever, and she's lingering, not leaving. She says, "I just want to be around you." Most guys overreact. Really? That's so sweet. Or underplay, "Cool, whatever." You look up, nod, and say, "Good. Stay." Simple, steady, welcoming without clinging. That's Stoic power. You don't need to jump at it, but you don't push it away. Why does this mean feelings? Because it's pure. She's not after your money, your status, your jokes. She's after you. Your essence, your vibe, the way you move through the world. Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present." She's enjoying yours, and that's her heart speaking. Let's dig in. This often comes after time. Maybe she's seen you at your best, your worst, your quietest. She's hooked on how you make her feel. Calm, alive, seen. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." She's rejoicing in you, and that's feelings in full bloom. How do you respond? Don't gush, "Oh, that's amazing." Don't deflect, "Why?" Say, I like that. Keep close. It's real, it's you, it's Stoic. Practice this. Next time someone wants your time, own it without overdoing it. When she says, I just want to be around you, she's all in. Her feelings are clear as day. There you have it, brothers. 7 phrases that peel back the curtain on her heart, 7 signs she's falling, all filtered through the Stoic lens of strength and clarity. This isn't just about decoding her, it's about knowing yourself, standing tall, and living with the kind of purpose that draws her in naturally. From I've never told anyone this before to I just want to be around you, these are the words of a woman whose feelings are waking up, and you're the man steady enough to hear them. If this hit you, don't keep it locked away. Hit subscribe, join the tribe. Like it, share it with every man who needs to see the signs and rise to meet them. We're building something here, a brotherhood rooted in wisdom, not weakness. Let's spread this message. Let's empower each other to live stoic, live strong. Until next time, stay sharp, stay true.